Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the Bald Explorer, out on another walk, and this is the second of my explorations in the Forest of Dean. I want to show you something. I'm just going to come up here through these ferns, and here's a road. And there's a little van that went across, or a low loader thing. So the road goes down there, and on the left is a car park which takes you up the hill somewhat, and the road carries on there. Now, the reason I've shown you that is because there's a big car park, and it seems the world and his brother is going up that way. However, I wanted to find walks that would be pretty excluded, and I found this footpath here. I think most people will probably park the car and then walk from where the car is parked, instead of coming back down the lane to the main road and then onto this obscure path. And this obscure path here, it's on a little bit of a ridge. Below me is a little stream that I can just about see and hear, and then come back. We're going back through these ferns and a whole load of different type of trees. This is a hawthorn. Actually, it is a hawthorn. Look at this. I've never seen a hawthorn as big as this. This is an amazing. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's an oak tree. So it looked like that was a branch coming out of the tree, and I thought, Christ, I've never seen an and then I looked up, and of course, what do I see? Oak tree, leaves. Clearly, I'm a plonker. But for a moment there, it had me going. But there are loads of hawthorn and oaks, so I'm happy with that. I like hawthorn and I like oak. So, we're going to go through these ferns, past some bluebells. There seems to be a lot of, not bluebells, foxgloves. There seems to be a lot of these very nice pink foxgloves up here. Thistles as well, lots of grasses. Beautiful quietness. So once you get away from the road, beautiful quietness. I'm just going to follow this main path, and here, I don't know if you can see much of these cones, young cones growing on these fir trees, and they're very attractive, with a slight purple tint to them. What I noticed is the trees that you see vying for the light. Of course, trees photosynthesize, don't they? They're trying, the leaves are there to grab the light. And what you'll notice is there's some oak trees, but where the fir trees tower above the oaks, and their canopy blots out the sun for the oak, you can see some of them, they struggle, and then they slowly wither, and presumably they die. Here, I don't know what this is. These are the seeds hanging here, beautiful little seeds, and the leaves are like maple leaves. They're like three prongs, very similar to a horse chestnut. I wonder what that is. You should look it up. And actually, have a look at the the trunk with all the different. It looks like it's been pollarded, or suckers have come out from it. Quite amazing. It's June as I film this. It's the 25th of June as I make this. I've seen beautiful butterflies. I've seen a whole load of dragonflies. You hear the various crickets and grasshoppers in the grass behind all the ferns. It is quite magical. It's very dry, and stupidly I've left my apple and my water in the car. So I'm not going to be going too far on this walk, plus the fact again it is another 10-minute, and I thought I'd just try this in real time to see how we go. This is a little further west than yesterday's walk, up a road called New Road. I'm not sure exactly of its location in terms of the Forest of Dean, but it's on a different hill, and if I did look at the map I could probably tell you where I'm attempting to get to. Just looking now. Oh yeah, Swallow, what does that say? Swallow Vallet's Enclosure, Middle Ridge. And it seems to be very close to, I don't know what these towns are, Lower Lidbrook, Upper Lidbrook, all around there. I've just stepped off the path because I wanted to show you this. All the way on my side is this little stream, and it's coming down in a channel that looks like it's man-made, that looks like it's been cut. It looks like it's actually lined with stones actually. Now I know in Dartford they had what they called leats, and they were channels. I assume that underneath all of this the rocks must be pretty solid, unlike the South Downs where it's porous and it can go through because it's chalk. Bits and pieces are falling down around me. I'm just going to come out of here for a moment. Beautiful cones like this. Hang on, let's get rid of the map. They're not cones. I don't know what they are. The smell, beautiful. Beautiful sort of slightly citrusy flavour. Yeah, they kind of resemble artichokes. Not artichokes. What are those ones that that you have spears of? Those something spears. Not artichoke spears, is it? I can't think. Anyway, that's what they resemble. But presumably that's beginning of a nut. But they're all falling on the ground. I don't know what they are. Part of the fir tree, I presume. We'll press on, and I think up ahead is a little road, a little part of the, oh, it may be part of the permissible, oh no, it's my eyes deceiving me. Around here there are permissible cycle paths. These are specially designed cycle paths that there's no traffic on, so obviously cyclists will come here and belt about, but I want to avoid those if possible. As you can see, there are these very well indicated signs, and there's a little footbridge just down here over the stream. It looks like it's been culverted. There's a little tube there, and by tube I mean pipe. I need to look at the map to see which way I want to go. I don't think I want to go back that way. I'm in enclosed woodland now, under the canopy of the various fir trees and the oaks. One thing I have realised is you're never actually alone here, especially in June. It's riddled with paths, some of them paths, cycle paths, and I've just seen a couple of blokes come belting down. Suddenly you just hear this sort of slight rumble and whack, they're there. And one bloke had a branch pinged up and went through his rear wheel, causing him to fall off. I wasn't filming at the time. That would have been a moment of hilarity. But anyway, I've decided to take a much smaller footpath to try and just get away from people. I mean, part of this is an exploration to be away from people, and one thing I'm discovering, of course, is that you can't. Where in England can you go and actually escape other people? And I'm guessing these chaps on their bikes and these other people in their cars that are pulling up at the car parks. Some of them are retired people walking their dogs, and others of course have taken holidays very wisely, if they haven't got children, out of the main school holiday time, end of July and August, when things are going to be a bit cheaper, like me I guess. So I can't really complain, and yet I am. But it is beautiful. You don't see people that often. This is only day one, and just getting used to it. The smells are absolutely heavenly. It is divine. And then the little bit of colour, as I mentioned before, with the foxgloves, it's just heavenly. It really is very lovely. There is no purpose to this walk other than a small circular walk through the woods. So there's more of this. Oh, I've got to pass over this great big tree that has fallen. I wonder what that is. Can I tell? It looks a bit like a beech tree. I don't know. I don't know that it is a beech tree. It's got smooth bark. I wonder why that came over. Anyway, I'll have to cross over. Sorry, Mr. Beech. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've probably done my 10 minutes, and no doubt this is flaring away. One thing I've got to keep remembering is where the sun is, because I know how the camera hates it when the sun dapples in and out. But that's my problem. Probably got a lead on the microphone as well, causing mischief. Anyway, I will catch up with you on the next walk here in the Forest of Dean, when I plan to go out of these forests completely and look for something a lot different. So I hope you'll join me then. Till the next time, thanks for watching. Bye for now.